Okay, moving on with things here. I want to put this rear exhaust back in place. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a spray down. It's all pretty clean here. We'll just give it a wipe off. And look, like I said before, I'm having to reuse some of my gaskets. Look, these are a metal gasket. I'm feeling pretty confident with it. But look, if you're not confident in any way, just get yourself a new one. See if we can line that up. And again, the surface of this here, I just want to give it a bit of a clean up as well. Slip that on. It's got this bracket here as well, so we'll just sit that bolt on loosely as well in there. And it's these 14mm nuts. We'll zip these all up. And yes, it's the 12mm on the side here. Now I just want to put this heat shield and O2 sensor back in place. So I'll just get these bolts out. Just going to sit it back in loosely. Tighten those up. Now the O2 sensor, look, I've still got it plugged in here. I might see if I can get away with unplugging it. So what I'm going to do here is kind of pre-twist this up. So when I put it in and wind it in, it should untwist. That's the theory. That's it, we'll tighten that up. Sit the O2 sensor on. That's it. Now it looks like that actually goes in with that bolt as well, so we'll zip that back out. Now this one comes down to the bottom of the exhaust, so I'll just sit that there for now. Okay, so that is our rear heat shield O2 sensor on the top here. We've got the second one obviously, and that rear exhaust manifold and converter put on. Let's go and do the one at the front. Before I go too much further, this is all pretty gungy here. We'll give this a clean off first. Again, you can just use a plastic razor blade as a bit of a scraper here. Now essentially what I've got here is just a little ring of carbon that actually sits where the gasket isn't, so it's not critical, but I'd just like to make it a little bit neater than what I've currently got. Because if you look at that, where that's sort of built up, it's actually inside where the gasket doesn't even sit. So same deal again, I'm going to have to just reuse my gasket. If you're not confident with it, don't use it and get yourself a new one. And figure out how on earth to line it all up. There we go. That sort of extra carbon and stuff that I was trying to clean off there, you can see it just sits in that. It's actually in that sort of hollow of where that gasket is, so it's not critical. And I'll just give this a clean up here as well. But before I can put that on, I do need to put the heat shield on this starter motor. But before I put the heat shield on the starter motor, I need to connect the wiring. So it's a pretty massive loom on this thing, so I'm just kind of just roughly sit it on where it sits, and let's see if we can figure something out. That sits over on the front, and we can see that's hanging down to the alternator, so that sits there. But I'm looking for the starter motor one. should be this. I'm just going to sit that somewhere like this at the moment. So, okay. So we've got the plug here, and this 12mm connection here. Just do that up nice and firm. Make sure that the cover's back on there. Okay, so we've got this little clip that clips into here. So look, that's all I'm going to worry about for the wiring for this right now. I'm not going to worry about all the rest of it. We'll put this cover back in place. There's a 10mm bolt on the back there. Just hold that one in place while we zip these up. Now with that secured there, I'm confident now to put my exhaust manifold on. Grab these bolts out for the heat shield. Just feed my wire up and through. I have just noticed a little problem here. It looks like the bolt for that heat shield was actually sheared off when I undid it. I can get a thread or two on there. I might be lucky to get away with this. Let's try. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to do something with that. That's gonna waste a stack of time. Now look, it is just a heat shield. A lot of you might just say, who cares? Well, I care. Alright, let's just see if we can quickly re-tap this. A little bit forward, a little bit backwards. Now, if I can't get this in the next few minutes, what I'm actually going to do is just cut that off and I'll just weld a nut onto there. And then we've got something to attach that heat shield to, but it's just getting really tight in there. Looks like we're getting a bit of progress now. I've gone in a little bit crooked, but it's okay for a heat shield bolt. It's a little bit tight on the threads, but let's get this bolt in all the way. Okay, I'm going to be happy with that. So let's zip this off. And then we can get back to where we were 10 minutes ago. Okay, so let's grab this heat shield, feed that back through. So the two original ones we'll put back up the top. And we'll put that in our newly tapped out hole. And we're going to do these ones up by hand just because we want to just be careful. Actually, that's gone up nice. Let's do these top two. And again, I'm just going to do these by hand just to be sure. That's that done. We've got the 12mm bolt just underneath here just to secure it to the block. And I'll just sit that up there for now. Okay, so that's that front heat shield done and a new bolt in there. Now, while we're working at the front here, we've also got this dipstick tube that just pops in here, comes up to this bolt up here. It will have an O-ring that sits on here. Might be worth putting a new O-ring on. Let's just have a look at this one. Get the stick out of there. Might just pop this old one off. Okay, I reckon I've got one here. They're just generic O-rings, nothing too fancy. But you just want to have a nice fit. So what I'm also going to do is just put a small bead of just silicone around that. Just make sure that it's all clean. Just going to put it on that side of the O-ring, just to smear around like this. Now, I should have really done this earlier because it is pretty grotty around here, but just make sure that dipstick hole is clean. Perfect. Just clean that off and put that stick back in. Just clean these little mounts here a little bit. This is obviously where the aircon compressor sits in.